Shalom. This is your fellow servant Tazawar with another lesson. First, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom rule well and from whom we learn His truth. Shalom to you Akim who are not in GMS, but are pushing likewise doctrine in spirit and in truth. And to you few sisters and brothers, as well as speckled birds, scattered among the nations, looking like the other nations, as well as the hopeful elect, to you I say Shalom. This is going to be a short, concise lesson on debunking the virgin birth. All right. So we're just going to jump right into it. And we're going to start with Matthew chapter 1 and the 18th verse. And it reads, the book of the generation of Yahushai Hamashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. All right, Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren. And Judas begat Phares, and Zara of Thamar, and Phares begat Eshtram, and Eshtram begat Aram. And Aram begat Amminadab, and Amminadab begat Nasan, and Nasan begat Solomon. Right? And Solomon begat Booz of Rechab, and Booz begat Obed of Ruth. Right? And Obed begat Jesse. All right? Booz is Boaz. All right? And Jesse begat David the king. David the king begat Solomon of her that had been the wife of Urias. And Solomon begat Rehoboam, and Rehoboam begat Abiah. Abiah begat Asa, and Asa begat Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat begat Joram. Joram begat Ozias. Ozias begat Joatham, and Joatham begat Achaz, and Achaz begat Ezekias, and Ezekias begat Manasseh, and Manasseh begat Ammon. Ammon begat Josias. Right, I'm going to save us a little time and jump all the way down to right here, verse 16. Right, and Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born, right here it says Jesus, but we know his name is Yahushai, who is called Christ or Hamashiach. All right. In the NLT it says Mary gave birth to Yahushai, who is called the Messiah. Okay. Now let's go from here. Let's go back up to 1. And the verse reads, again, the book of the generation of Yahushai Hamashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Let's go to the interlinear, all right, and get that word generation, right? Genesis, all right? In the Greek word is G1078, all right, 1078. All right, it says source, origin, a book of one's lineage in which his ancestry or progeny is enumerated. All right, used of birth or nativity. So this, in other words, in layman's terms, is known as the pedigree, okay, of a man. Now from there, let's go to, hold on, it says the book of the generation, all right? So his lineage, the pedigree of Yahushai, the son of David, the son of Abraham, All right. Now from there, if we go to Romans, the 9th chapter, all right, and we scroll down to just verse 7, okay? Romans 9 and 7. Now, the reason I'm taking us here is so we can get the word seed. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shalt thy seed be called. So let's get that word seed in the interlinear, which is the Greek translation or the Greek meaning of that word seed. And the word there is G4690, sperma. Sperma. I think y'all know what that means. All right. From which a plant germinates, the seed, the grain or kernel, which contains within itself the germ of the future plants. All right. Now, if you go down to the second definition right here, it says the semen virile. The product of this semen, seed, children, offspring or progeny, family, tribe, or posterity. All right, so we know that when you go into the origin of words, which is what we teach here at GMS, you get deeper understanding of the scriptures. So this verse is saying the sperm or the seed line of Abraham, all right, which we just read to you. This is where the man that they call Christ comes from. All right, as pertaining to Romans, the 1st chapter, verses 1 through 18. All right, so you got 2 verses and 2 words that we've gone into to give you clarity on this matter. Now from here, let's go to Hebrews, the 2nd chapter, in verse 16. And it reads as follows: For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. And we just went into that word, seed. Okay? It's the same word in this verse, sperma. All right? The seed of Abraham. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. All right? That he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. Why is this important to understand? Because as wicked as Jake is, if the Lord came down here as a demigod, you don't think niggas that have all type of excuses? Well, we can't do it. He was part God, right? And we just mere men. All right, but Yahushai's incarnation and when he came as Yahushai, that spirit showed us that a man can be perfect according to the law. All right. Now, luckily, we are under grace, and we know and we teach at GMS that the law cannot save you. All right. The law is our schoolmaster. So by the law, we know sin. All right. But Yahushai lived a perfect life, which is why he's called the sacrificial lamb, because the lamb, when you go back to the Old Testament, had to be spot free of blemish, had to be a perfect lamb, and he lived a perfect life. All right, perfect according to the law. All right, as well as the promises, because the promise was given to Abraham's seed, which he came through, as pertaining to Matthew the 1st chapter. All right. But we see right here, again, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed, the sperm of Abraham. All right. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. All right. The same way as every other Israelite that came from the man Jacob, was born, all right, through the act of sex. Okay? From here we can go to Galatians, the 3rd chapter, in the 16th verse. Where it said, now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. He said not, and to seeds as of many, but as of one. All right. So Abraham was the father of nations. But what does it say here? But as of one, and to thy seed, which is Christ. All right. That's the same seed line that Yahushua came through. Okay. Abraham, Isaac, okay, Jacob. So understand that. And you can get the rest of that in Romans, the 9th chapter. It tells you, okay, that neither because they are the seed of Abraham. We just read that. But that verse is referring to Ishmael, okay, who would be the Arabs. Okay, and also Esau is mentioned in that verse, who would be our evil twin brother, the so-called white man. Okay. Anyway, from here we're going to go to Luke. Luke, the 4th chapter. Salaki for the background noise. I'm out and about. This is Luke, the 4th chapter, and the 22nd verse. And all bare him witness, and wondered at the gracious words which proceedeth out of his mouth. And they said, Is not this Joseph's son? All right. And he said unto them, Ye will surely say unto me this proverb, Physician, heal thyself. Whatsoever we have heard done in Capernaum, do also here in thy country. But the point is verse 22. All right. Is this not Joseph's son? All right. So the people knew who Yahushua descended from. Okay. Let's get another one in the book of John. And the 6th chapter, around the 41st, 42nd verse. Okay. John 6:41 reads, The Jews then murmured at him because he said, I am the bread which came down from heaven. Okay, that's Yahushua speaking in words in red. And they said, Is this not Yahushua, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he saith, I came down from heaven? All right. How is it that he saith, I come down from heaven, when we know where this man come from? We know his progeny. All right. Where he descended from. All right. We're going to get one more verse and then close out, because this is really straight and to the point. In the Apocrypha, which is canon. All right. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter. And I'm going to start at 1. All right, Solomon speaking, whom is Yahushua in a previous incarnation, if thou can receive that. All right, and it reads, I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. All right. Referring to Adam. All right. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood, right? Being nourished through blood and the placenta and all of that, of the seed of man, all right? And the pleasure that came with sleep. What's the pleasure that come with sleep? Huh? That's that Jodeci, all right? Somebody rockin', knocking the boots. All right? And when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying, as all others do, right? I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares, for there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. For all men have one entrance into life, and the like going out. And that's plain. You come in one way, you go out one way. All right? So, especially that going in, come entrance into life. All right? Because we know Yahweh Shai said there be some that stand here today that shall not taste death. And that'll be those who are taken up into the chariots, changed in the twinkling of an eye, all right, to get on the celestial bodies, the glorified bodies as Christians call them, all right, the celestial bodies, new bodies, all right, and then come back to rule in those everlasting bodies, all right. But we know that all men have one entrance into life, all right, and that's plain. So, with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. And until next time, Shalom.